In this video, we're going to talk about why I take nootropics, right? And why I think a lot of folks take nootropics, a good reason to take nootropics, but really the number one reason why I take nootropics. Coming up. Okay, if you are a nootropics enthusiast, or you're new to nootropics, or you like nootropics, or you fall somewhere in between, we've got 4 powerful products for you. Number 1, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. I cannot stress enough the power of the Cortex Stack. Look, if you've not tried the Cortex Stack, you gotta get a bottle of the Cortex Stack. We're still running that special. Today is the 13th or 14th of September, where you can save $6.99 off the Cortex by entering the coupon code 1818. Basically, I figured out that I could allow my brain to work 18 hours a day pretty functionally and pretty awesomely with basically all facets of brain function intact, way above baseline, by combining uridine monophosphate, CDP choline, artichoke extract, and bacopa monnieri in very particular quantities. Then we formulated a pre-made stack, and it's called Cortex. Very, very powerful. Get it at livecortex.com. Secondly, if you're new to nootropics, I'm talking directly to you right now. We wrote a digital guide for you. It's called Smarter, Better, Faster, a surgical guide on using nootropics for total mental dominance. It's 24 bucks. Be the best 24 bucks you ever spent. Get it at livecortex.com. It's digital. Not only does it teach you how to use nootropics, but it gives you very many powerful stacks. And if you're 10 years in, you're still going to get powerful stacks and good distinctions from that guide. Digital guide. Thirdly, we wrote a guide purely on racetams. You want to know how to take racetams in a pro-nootropic stack manner? We wrote a guide for it. The 8 major nootropic racetams and powerful sublingual, which is under the tongue, and powerful oral stacks. We've got them all written out, so you can use the stacks, take the stacks, get the benefit. Called the Racetam God Guide. Get it at livecortex.com. That's also digital. Then lastly, if you need us to help you refine a stack, you need us to help you put a stack together, if you have questions that you need answers about nootropics, we do Nootropics Consults. It's 40 minutes with me on a phone call or video chat, 15 additional email correspondences. Get all of those powerful nootropic products at livecortex.com. Use the coupon code 18 if this is before the September 15th, 2017. And then also you can use the coupon code 5 if it's after the 15th of September 2017, FIVE. That'll save you $5 off anything. All right, so here's the deal. The number one reason, I'm just going to start off by giving you because I hate when folks go through like 10 minutes of a video and they don't really tell you the basis of what they're talking about. And sometimes it's necessary to have a preface to explain themselves and then give you the basis, but I'll just give you the basis right away. The number one reason that I take nootropics, that I have taken nootropics, the number one applicability that I've gotten with nootropics, right? The number one utility is productivity. It's productivity. But and it's particularly business productivity for me. I have been an entrepreneur since I got out of the United States military 9 years ago. I've been an entrepreneur. So that means I've ran my own companies. I started and ran a computer repair services company. Thereafter, I started an iPad and iPhone touch technology replacement company, which then was first retail, but then converted to primarily corporate customers, big companies sending us their iPads and iPhones to repair and work on. And then I created the Cortex Nootropic Stack, Cortex Labs, the content base and the products that we create. My brain, from 9 in the morning, when I wake up, after I do a run, until, basically midnight or 1 a.m., needs to be highly functional. Okay, so that's why you'll hear me often talk about like how I do cleanses. I go crazy with trying to really make my mitochondria work really well, because look at me, even when I don't take nootropics, I'm really in a good place. Partially attributable to taking nootropics for a long time, but attributable also to cardio, to detoxing. Magnesium sulfate baths and then 24 ounces of water directly thereafter. Get ready to detox, and it's very powerful how clean you feel afterwards. Stuff like that. But my brain needs to work really well, and the primary, my primary reason, look, there's other reasons, and I've talked about those before, but my primary reason for nootropics is productivity. When I sit down and I've got 10 things on a to-do list that I know are impactful things that I need to do that's going to move my life forward in one major way or another, the imperativeness, the importance for me to get those things done is significant, right? I can't explain it. It's beyond being able to verbalize, because it's so important to everything. Your productivity in life, in whatever thing you're doing, whether you're going to be an MD and you're studying for that, or you're an entrepreneur and you're building a company, or you're building your own house, like you learn to do construction and you're building your own house and you need to be productive every day on doing it. Whatever it is, it's paramount, guys. Productivity is paramount. So I'm not like, a lot of folks look at nootropics and they're looking at it absolutely the wrong way. They look at them like scheduled drugs. That's why I think a lot of folks say that this is a refreshing YouTube channel, this is a refreshing content base, because I'm not like that. I'm not. I think you have a good optimal baseline, optimize your baseline, a bump above baseline with nootropics, apply them very specifically for productivity related tasks or other tasks that are related to forward motion or verbal fluency or something, cycle appropriately, all this kind of stuff. And along with that logic, my primary use and one of the best uses for nootropics is productivity. You got a 10-hour task you got to do that you haven't started, modafinil. Okay? You got a speech that you got to give, or you have a meeting to give at your job, and you need to be super verbally fluent. Nothing works better than Cortex, R-Stack. Just nothing works better for that. You want to sit down and read a long scientific study that's going to allow you to understand something in a school environment, in a work environment, in a research capacity for your own peace of mind. Nothing's going to work better than Noopept or Huperzine A for most folks, or PRL-853, a research cholinergic and half dopaminergic chemical. Okay, so it's about applying nootropics to productivity. That's the number one reason. I do a lot of writing, a lot of blog posting. Everything I do is on the web. My entire Cortex Labs business is on the web. I mean, we have physical product and we ship physical product, but I mean, everything, marketing, content, all the information we put out, look, it's on the web. And 90% of the information that gets put out, I'm putting it out, because I'm the guy who's been taking nootropics for 10 years. So I should be putting it out. And we've got an admin guy named Forbes. He's a cool guy, and he takes nootropics too. But he's learning how to put content out, yet. And maybe we'll get Forbes on camera. He's a cool little dude, smart young dude, does jujitsu and stuff. He's just cool. But it's mostly me, and for my brain to work well in that regard, to pump content out, right, to give you guys the information. I mean, we're trying to be the number one source on the web for nootropics, period. And we're getting darn close. And right now we've got a lot of content out there. And so nootropics really help with that, whether it's cholinergics or, like oxiracetam, aniracetam, Uniforam. Recently I had a very interesting productivity-driven experience with Uniforam. This was yesterday. Or it's a different, or it's dopaminergics, modafinil, tyrosine, phenylalanine, right? Or it's, compounds that are in between that work on other things like Alcar, just to optimize brain energy and give you a little bit of cholinergic input. Or it's scientific reading and really trying to understand scientific studies, in which case we'll go Noopept, Huperzine A, or PRL-853. It's all about productivity for me. And I can quantifiably say, I mean, look, it's really intuition, I guess, at this point, because it's hard to quantify it. But I'm so sure, I mean, look at me, that the fast tracking of my own professional life, has been heavily springboarded and heavily facilitated by taking nootropics. I'm a smart guy. I'm a functional guy. I'm an energetic guy. Either way at my baseline. But because I do all these other things to really improve my baseline, I've been taking nootropics for a long time, they've improved my baseline, etc. But there's no question that nootropics are a major facilitator of that, and that my number one reason for taking nootropics is productivity. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, if this is before the 15th of September 2017, you can use the coupon code 18 and get $6.99 off any of our products. We'll have a little clip at the end of this so you can listen to it. And if you need to learn more about Smarter, Better, Faster, the guide on nootropics, the racetam guide, the consulting, or the Cortex, the powerful, mighty Emperor Cortex nootropic stack, stick around for a minute or two. There's an audio at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Everybody, right here. Thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate you being with me. But listen, if you're serious about taking your nootropics game to another level, to the pro level, if you're serious about learning more about nootropics and fully understanding how to surgically use nootropics, that Smarter, Better, Faster guide that you see on the screen, that's the guide for you. It's a very powerful digital guide that you can download for any device you have that'll teach you about nootropics, give you a bunch of powerful stacks. That's for new people, and it's for people that have been in the game for 5 years or more. And then if you're interested in learning strictly about racetams, or if you just want 80+
Pro racetam stacks. We lay that out, we break down each racetam, and we give you the sublingual and the oral stacks. These are combinations of racetams and a bunch of other compounds that give you very particularly powerful brain states. Get it at the Racetam God Guide. That's a digital guide that you can download and start getting access to the information right away. And if you are looking for a nootropic stack that delivers everything, I mean, look, Cortex, our stack, that's our pre-made nootropic stack. We sell it in 12 countries. Wall Street folks, business people, corporate people, nootropic experimenters, everybody else in between, speech givers, I mean, folks that give speeches for a living, get the stack, use the stack, religiously use the stack. If you're looking for an all-out balanced stack, a stack that an entrepreneur, after 6.5 years of being an entrepreneur and having a lot of demand on his brain created, that's me. That's my stack. Get it at livecortex.com. It's being called the only pre-made stack that works. Very powerful frontal lobe, mental energy, speed of processing, motivation, nootropic stack, basically for productivity. Okay, get all that stuff at livecortex.com. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to you next time.